Hey guys, welcome back to the garage. Thank you for joining us. Another episode of the Bean rebuild. I don't really know how this thing became called the Bean, but I'm sure someone called it a jelly bean or whatever. Anyway, one of my friends called it a bean or a jelly bean or a green bean at one point, and it just stuck. So that's what her name is now. But yeah, you can see I still got the list from when I was working on it. We got a little bit done last night. We got the window regulator and the window put back in the door. Now we have some window action. It's still a little weird. I don't know. This thing never really worked properly, so you always had to kind of jiggle it. I just need to find locks around because I don't know where that went. That was all taken apart. What else did we do? Found some couplers in my coupler bin for those cracked ones. Trav got the fan put back in. We started cleaning up some vacuum lines and putting plugs on stuff. Just getting it tidied up a little bit, getting stuff cleaned up. This bay is such a mess, so I'm gonna still probably pull most of those wires inside. I would like to be able to activate this off the Honda. I'm not sure how exactly to go about that, but I'm sure there's an input on there or an output that we could use to turn it on and off. So that'd be great instead of running the Hobbs switch. And I'm sure the Hobbs switch works fine, but it would just be cool to have it all wired in to the computer. So I think today what the plan is we're gonna get that manifold off, get that old turbo that's blown up off, and just see if we can get that Garrett turbo on here. And I just think it would be just all around better suited for the power band. Like, the thing used to start spooling at VTEC. And like that's when you'd come up on boost. So you just have to, you'd have to drive it if you wanted to get anywhere at any kind of speed. So we're going to switch turbos to something that's not blown up and hopefully it goes smooth. I don't know. I'm sure I have to do a little bit of cutting and welding, but yeah, Trav's going to show up in a little bit and we're going to get after it. So stick around. Alright, so we got the old manifold and the old turbo off the car. Oh, this thing weighs 400 pounds. Yeah, it sure seems better days. Manifold's not in bad shape from what I can tell, but his turbo has been taken apart and then just half put back together. She's a little loose. I know when I ran it on the car then it was seizing up on itself and not working. Still spins half freely, that's interesting. Focus. Oh yeah, you got a little bit of play in there. Hold on. So I think we're just going to call that one junk. She can just sit around and do whatever. This white boy. That'll do. Look how much smaller the exhaust housing is on this one. I think, did you figure out any numbers on this, Trav?
Not really, not by the serial number.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's a safety trim.
Flip it over so you can see here. 24 Garrett. I don't know if this is actually like a Super 6060. Oh, it's got some shaft play too. That'll be fine. So yeah, now blast the big turbo, whatever, the smaller but bigger. Blast the RX-7 turbo off there and see if we can somehow get this Garrett on there. I think that's the proper way to go. I think that'll suit the power band of the car a little bit better. So. I mean, just look at the size difference between these things. We got that one. That's about as big as my hand, ish. And you got this one. You can't even see that thing. It's just hiding out back there. But then you come to the exhaust side, and that's hard to tell. But that's fucking huge. And that one's tiny. Going to be quite the upgrade. And this thing only started making boost when VTEC came on, so yeah, that'll be pretty sweet. Hopefully she spools way lower. Alright, so we're making some progress. We got the turbo off the manifold. And all the studs lopped off the bottom of the manifold, and they were just bolts welded in, so they didn't need to be there. Dug out my old tile gate that actually I think I bought with that turbo that we're using. So I think it's a 38, is it? It didn't say. I think I measured it at one point and it was a 38. So figure out how to put that where it's out of the way and looks good. And I mean, I know some of you are going to be a little bit hurt about how we did the old flange there, but use what you got, right? When you don't got money, you just gotta use what you can find.
Good. Well, got the drain made.
Oh, that's deadly.
Turbo's clean. It's finding bolts now.
What do you need bolts for?
Bolt that to the...
Oh, I got you.
There was one, but...
But you need one more? Cool. And we figured out that this feed hose that I had actually is the same bolt pattern. That's weird, because I had to special order that from Mazda. Manifold's coming along alright. Needs a little more cleaning up of her. We'll get her. She'll seal. Well, we're making pretty good progress here. Got the manifold kind of just bolted on with a couple bolts. And the new turbo is on there. She's bolted on to the manifold. It does need to be clocked because our feed and our drain are a little bit shife. But yeah, that's almost like it was meant to be. Like our intake pipe. Pretty near that coupler lines up.
Pretty perfect.
Just like we built it like that, really. So yeah, we'll get her flopped over so we can hook up our oil feed and return. And we have, where was that?
Downpipe?
Downpipe. I did get a downpipe with this turbo, so flange should work, and then we'll just cut off whatever we need and put it onto the other one.
Pretty much.
Should be mint. So basically now what we're trying to figure out is the best place to put this wastegate where it's not going to be in the way or anything. So, and yeah, I might not even take the heat wrap off. I might just hole saw right through it. You never know. I don't know. We'll figure it out and get back to you.
Oh, good. That worked well.
I know, right? If all we gotta really mess with is the exhaust.
And wastegate.
And the wastegate, yeah.
But we already got the plan figured for that, so...
Boys, we are getting so close. Trav is just taking apart the old drain line.
Yep.
Making progress. The feed line on there. You got the turbo all clocked properly. Everything's tightened down. You just won't look at the welds on my downpipe. Just don't worry about it. Still need some heat wrap. Perfect.
New drain. Well, not that long, but I guess it's...
Well, the drain hose. Yeah. She is just about ready to fire. We're hoping to do it tonight, but we just let the RTV set up over tonight, and maybe we'll get her fired up tomorrow. So anyway, it's coming along. All right, so it's been a day. My bench is destroyed. There's tools everywhere again, but we got the turbo on there. Got the manifold all modified. Got the wastegate flange welded on. Wastegate's on there. Got everything freshly wrapped. Got this big snaky thing. If I would have had just a 90 and a straight piece, we could have just shot her straight down. It would have been great. But I mean, that's what I had for pipe. I used it all. So down pipe, just rewrap that, and put the new flange on, and I think she's ready for a first start. To have the drain hose. Oh, she's just kind of dangling down here. I think I'm just going to put it in a pail, leave it disconnected from this side, and I'm going to fire it up and prime the oil up a little bit. And then, yeah, exciting. Would appear that my gasket didn't set up. RTV, I'm gonna have to put an actual gasket in there. Shoot! Well, whatever, I guess the turbo is oiled up now. Well, that new gasket seems to be doing the trick so far. She's running. All this, everything's just burning off. The garage is completely full. Oh, so gross. I don't know if I need a little valve adjustment or what, but she's kind of clattery. It looks like I got a little bit of oil leaking out of my valve cover. I don't know. I don't know if you can see down there. Oh yeah, hold on. Well, it looks like it works a little better than, took a bit for it to get going there. Sure to get oil pumped through it and get it kind of worked out, but I guess, yeah, that's one down, and now however many tasks we have left to go. I'm hoping that my little gate pipe doesn't just bust off here. It's pretty solid mounted, so I guess if it does, I'll have to put a flex coupler in there, but chill. Well, maybe I'll shut her down and just put the elbow on. Now we gotta, I think I gotta cut this a little shorter or something. It's kind of a goofy angle for that coupler to be on, but can you see anything? Oh yeah, just spinning away. A happy little choo-choo train. Nice. Well, the smoke is clearing. As to be expected, though, that it's a little smoky, because when that other turbo went, she just let oil go all through the exhaust. Even when I was cutting and welding, it was, yeah, just smoking out of there like crazy. So seems to be all right. It's a little bit, I don't know if you can see it, but It's a little vibrating. It's a little bit noisy up at the top. I guarantee you it's never had a valve adjustment. I've never done one on it, so that's something we'll have to tackle. But yeah, oil is still burning off where it's spilt all over. It's holding some decent vacuum. It's not jumping all over the place. Looks like it's a little bit on the lean side, but I don't know what idle's supposed to be. Well, guys, I think that's where we're gonna call her for today. We've got a lot done. I'm impressed with how the progress is coming, and it's been exciting so far. So, yeah, if you stuck around this long, I appreciate you. Make sure to subscribe, which I'm sure you would if you stuck around this long. And yeah, we will see you on the next one.